Hello students, this is part 4 of chapter 6 life processes of class 10th. So we have already discussed the autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition and types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and in that we have already discussed the parasitic, saprotrophic and holozoic mode of nutrition. Now in this part we will discuss about the heterotrophic nutrition in simple animals. Okay, so in simple animals the heterotrophic mode of nutrition is also simple, unlike the complex animals. And as I have already told you the definition of heterotrophs and heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and here I have already told you that heterotrophic animals or the heterotrophic organisms obtain the plant products or the animal products or the ready-made food from the other organism. So here we have taken the nutrition, that is a heterotrophic mode of nutrition in simple organisms like amoeba and paramecium. These two cases we will discuss here. So let me first discuss the mode of nutrition in amoeba. Okay. As you know, amoeba is unicellular. Its body is made up of single cells. So the single cell performs all the functions of the body, like nutrition, excretion, respiration. Everything is carried out by this single cell, and it is a very small microscopic organism, and they eat upon the tiny plants and animals as food which floats in water. And the mode of nutrition, as I have discussed in my previous part, that is part 3, that the mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic, and the process of obtaining food by amoeba is called phagocytosis. So why it is called phagocytosis? Because the cell engulfs the food. Phagocytosis means cell eating. Phago means eating and cyto means cell. So it is a type of cell eating, because the whole body is composed of a single cell and that cell engulfs the food. So it is called phagocytosis. Okay. So now what are the steps involved in the process of nutrition? I have already discussed, but let me repeat this as a separate heading. So it captures the food near its body through temporary finger-like projections called pseudopodia, and these are temporary because these pseudopodia are formed as and when required. When the amoeba tends to move, then only the pseudopodia are formed, or they want to capture the food particle, then only the pseudopodia are formed. Okay, and as the pseudopodia are formed in the direction where the food particle is present, here you can see that the food particle is shown in red color, and here the amoeba, the original structure of amoeba was it was in orange color, and that is the cytoplasm of amoeba. But see, as the food particle has been sensed by the cell, a number of pseudopodia, the finger-like projections are produced, and there are in the diagram B, you can see that there are two big pseudopodia finger-like projections are there, and they are growing in their size, and they have formed a cup-shaped structure, and that is called food cup. And now gradually in diagram C, the two pseudopodia has touched each other, and they have enclosed the food particle completely, and now a spherical structure is formed, that is called food vacuole. Now the food along with water is present inside the food vacuole. Now in this way the food is engulfed by the cell, so it is known as phagocytosis. Now in diagram D you can see that there is no more pseudopodia, or you can say the pseudopodia are withdrawn, and again the irregular shape of the body is there, and the food vacuole now moves in the cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm during its course of movement the digestion takes place. Then after digestion, the digested food are absorbed by the cytoplasm, then it is assimilated to different parts of the cell, and then ultimately the food vacuole along with the undigested food comes to the surface, and the waste material or the undigested food is expelled out. So this is how the nutrition takes place in case of amoeba. Now what are enzymes? I have told you that as the food vacuole moves in the cytoplasm, the enzyme from the cytoplasm is released into the food vacuole, and the enzymes digest the food. So what are these enzymes? These enzymes are nothing but some juice like substances secreted by either the cell or by some organs in the living organisms, but here in amoeba it is secreted by the cytoplasm, and which act as a biocatalyst in a biochemical reaction inside the body. Now what is biochemical reaction? Biochemical reaction means the chemical reaction that takes place in the living body. So digestion is also a biochemical process. Now what is biocatalyst? I have described enzyme as biocatalyst. Let me first tell you catalyst. See, when a chemical reaction is taking place, if there will be no catalyst or no catalyst, then the product formation of the, in a chemical reaction there is a reactant and a product. So the formation of product from the reactant will be very slow, because the reactant requires some amount of energy to convert it into itself into product, and in normal condition huge amount of energy is required by the reactant to convert itself into product. Okay, but in presence of catalyst, what are catalyst? Catalyst are some chemical compounds which decreases the amount of energy required for the chemical reaction. Then what happens? The reactant in presence of catalyst or this special chemical compound, the reactant will be converted into product at the expense of very low energy or less energy. Okay, so the catalyst accelerates the rate of reaction. So when catalyst was not there, the reaction was almost nil, but now in presence of catalyst or this specific chemical compound, the process becomes rapid, the rate of reaction is increased, and less amount of energy is required, and that is called activation energy. So that energy is decreased, and immediately or with short period of time the reactant is converted into product. So here the biocatalyst means the catalyst which are present in the living system or the living body, and that catalyze the biochemical reaction. So enzymes are the biocatalyst which accelerates the rate of biochemical reaction in the living body. Okay, so next there are some common steps in the process of nutrition in all animals. And what are these steps? These steps are ingestion. that is process of taking of food into the body. Next step is digestion, that is the process of breaking down of the complex food into simpler absorbable form with the help of the enzymes, that is called digestion. Next, after digestion, the third step is absorption. The simple form of food or digested food is absorbed by the body parts, and this is called absorption. Now, after absorption, the digested food is to be supplied or distributed to different parts of the body for its utilization, or for used for producing the energy, for growth, for repair. So this process of distribution of absorbed food to different parts of the body, different cells of the body, for energy, for growth and repair is called assimilation. Now, as I told you that not all foods are digested. Some undigested foods are remaining in the particular organ. So these undigested food are then removed from the body, and that process is called egestion. So what are the 5 steps which are together called nutrition? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. And these processes are to be taken place systematically and one after the another and sequentially. After ingestion, absorption cannot take place. After absorption, egestion cannot take place. So these processes need to be taken place sequentially. Okay. The next, another simplest organism we will discuss, that is nutrition in paramecium. So the like amoeba, paramecium is also a tiny unicellular animal which lives in water. It is a protozoa, and this paramecium has a special structure, small hair-like structures called cilia, and with the help of cilia they capture the food, or you can see that in this diagram you can see, yes, on the left side a level diagram is there. You can see that so many food particles are there in the water in which they are living. So with the help of water current, the food particles are swept into the body of the paramecium through the cilia. Okay, so what happens, cilia are very small hair-like structures. So these cilia rejects the large particles and they allow only the very small particles to enter into the body, and it has a specific part in its body where the cilia are present, and that cilia helps in capturing the food. But it throughout its body cilia are there, but at a particular site there is a site that is known as your you can say the cytostome. Okay, so or you can say the buccal cavity of the paramecium is there, where a specific arrangement of cilia is there which helps in capturing the food. Okay. Now on the right side you can see, after capturing the food vacuole is formed. Now the food vacuole contains the water and the food particle. Now the food particle along inside the food vacuole is moving throughout the cytoplasm. As you know, paramecium is also a unicellular organism. So the food vacuoles, the movement of food vacuole in the cytoplasm is shown with the help of arrow mark on the right side diagram. In the right side diagram you can see that, and in the right side diagram the path where, or the part where the food is absorbed, that is also clearly shown here, and that part is called vestibule. Now you can see that the food vacuole is moving in the cytoplasm, and as it moves, the cytoplasm releases the enzymes into the food vacuole. The food is digested, then the digested food is absorbed by the cytoplasm, then it is assimilated throughout the cytoplasm, and ultimately you can see that that is little amount of substance is left in the food vacuole, and that is the undigested food. And now what happens, that food that is undigested food comes to the surface, and from that part the undigested food is expelled out, and that part is called cytostome. Okay, so this is how the nutrition takes place in paramecium. And here we have discussed the nutrition, heterotrophic mode of nutrition in amoeba and paramecium. In both the cases the mode of nutrition is same, only the difference is that in capturing of food. In amoeba the food is captured with the help of pseudopodia, whereas in case of paramecium the food is captured by the vestibule, that is with the help of cilia, the hair-like structures. Then it goes to the buccal cavity, and then it forms the food vacuole. Now the process of digestion, assimilation, absorption and egestion are same in both the cases. So under this simple organisms nutrition, this much only, paramecium and amoeba, and I hope it is clear to you. And the label diagrams are there, you can see the labelings, and by seeing the labeling you can understand better. And if you have any queries you can ask me in comment section. Thank you.